Alright guys, how's it going? KTV3 here with some quick gaming news for you. So pretty much a couple of days ago, the PlayStation Now subscription official prices were released, and it's two different packages. You pay $20 for 1 month, or you can get 3 months for 45 bucks. It starts January 13th for PS4 owners. I think it's coming to PS3 as well, but at first, right now it's going to come to the PS4, and you get a 7-day trial. And pretty much it's going to have PS1, PS2, and PS3 games. And the only thing I seen from the article was stating that it's going to have at launch day is going to have around 100 PS3 games, 100 PS3 titles at present. So I thought about this for a while, and I think this is not really a very bad idea. Now the pricing could be justified a little bit, but if you have a whole bunch, well, think about it now, because you get 1 month for $20, and then pretty much you have 45 bucks for 3 months. And depending on, I don't think it will be a very big issue, depending on the quality of games and how much games you're going to get. Like PS3, the last generation just ended. There were some games out there that people didn't get. Everybody, I don't think not one person out there or many people out there got every single game that they wanted or tried every game that they expected to have. But that's last generation, and pretty much if you go back to like the PS1 and PS2 days, there were some very classic games that people would love to dig into and play in PlayStation Now. So depending on how big the library is for the PS1 and PS2 games, very classic games back in the past, I think it's going to be a very great deal. Now, if it doesn't really have a very big, large library for PS1 or PS2 games, and then I'm thinking the price for that price, it should be justified and be changed. But depending on how much content we have between PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, PS3 we got 100 titles, but depending on, let's say, total together probably 500 or 600 games, I think that would be pretty good. The pricing could be different, but you can't really complain the price if you have a lot of quality content. And on top of that, we got to see, can it perform well? In the trial, there are going to be people out there trying to trial first to see if they like it. See if it performs well. Um, and yeah, so it's a lot of different things, different elements that can go into it dealing with the pricing. But on those two counts alone, the quality of the content and if it's performs well, I think the price should be all right. It could be lowered. It definitely could be lowered, but I think in just based on the quality and probably the performance is pretty good, then I'm all up for it. And next, it has been confirmed yesterday that the Star Fox for the Wii U will be able to be played at E3 this year. It was confirmed it was actually kind of rumored last year, then it was confirmed within that year itself that new Star Fox game was coming to the Wii U. I think the end of this year in the fall. And it's a Star Fox is a game back in the day that many people love and grew up with, and that's pretty much what Nintendo needed to do is bring back some of their old games, very classic games, and not just the same old like Mario or I guess you could say Legend of Zelda, but it's not really as come out as much as Mario, and they have a lot of great IPs in there. So seeing Star Fox getting announced coming out this year for the Wii U is good, and then pretty much people who go to E3 this year can get their hands on it, and it's going to be a pretty good year if Nintendo start dishing out more of these great IPs like a Metroid or F-Zero or something like that from the blast from the past. And I think that's going to be pretty good. So that's good news for people who's going attending E3 this year. You can go to the I guess Nintendo's area or their podium and start playing. Get your hands on the new Star Fox game. No doubt it's going to be a blast. Star Fox. I don't think there was a very bad Star Fox game, but many people didn't like Adventure, but that's a whole different story. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this gaming news. We'll be back with more gaming news throughout the day. Have a nice one.